Hey folks, I'm MysteriousJG. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to squeeze in one more video because it's going to drive me nuts if I go to my regular work week and I'm not able to freaking do my regular side, Apex missions and whatnot. Stop and hang out for a second so I can shoot you. But yeah, it's going to bother me to not finish this up and be done with it, so let's just do that and be done with it. Back to the past and right back. Watch it. Oh wait, this is supposed to be red to let us through. So apparently it's pretty straightforward to get the thing. The only question mark is whether you can get the secret room. We were supposed to activate the one light switch and then the two light switch, and that's what got in that order, and that's what made this thing open up. Now there's going to be a 3-light switch and a 4-light switch, and it's been argued that if you do them, a door opens up for treasure somewhere, and there was a lot of people arguing back and forth on a thread about where it was because they couldn't find it and blah blah blah. Oops.
Looks like we need an observer for this.
So there's another place where I need an observer. Did I end up? Oh, I'm in the same freaking deal here. I guess I didn't need to get an observer from somewhere, right? Here's a container. Here's the thing. So I can cross over here. Is that actually doing me any good? Where do I get my observer from?
Loading ammo! Enemy!
Everywhere! Hold the line! So I got rid of the main threat, but took a little damage in the process. Beam emitter, got some pretty cool loots. Gonna be able to get a
I don't think we're done here.
we need a okay, so I need observers all over the place now. Boy, there's a lot of stuff here. Speed up that hellfire. There you go.
Target down.
Target renegade. So we've kind of explored pretty big chunk of the place now. We've been around this loop, this circuit. There's more unlockable stuff. There's got to be, yeah, there's definitely going to be treasure doors that you couldn't open, that you can't open if you hit all those observer switches, because there's observer switches that are not, seeming to be, what am I trying to say here? Just trying to find enough observers to activate all the observer switches that I'm finding. I don't know if we can go back to observer switches we've already used and get fresh observers out of them. Not sure if these enemies are regenerating, respawning, or... Because, yeah, I gotta get some friggin' observers to work for us. It seems like I should just be able to use my observer that I already have, but I don't think that will work. Although, I suppose we haven't tried it. We don't know.
I don't think we're done here.
Yeah, we need an observer other than Zap. So we need to find a console. Because we also had a remnant console over here, didn't we? An observer console, I should say, and no place to actually summon observers. Unless I can do something here. That'll help. More guys to fight. Lovely. Yeah, but where's our freaking, we're not getting any cool stuff out of this, like, observers that we can use to do our bidding. Not finding a lot of observers to do our bidding at all, unless, here's one. Hopefully this will stay on our side. So we can hit, like, we can summon it multiple times and hit all these different consoles, I hope. Still with us anyway. Let's go back to this first one on this side. Let's see what happens when you activate it. Observer friend. Okay, so what do we got up here? We got a contain. We got something scannable. Oh, a glyph. We might have actually needed that, possibly. But did that not open? Huh. I guess only that one opened. Alright, let's go back this way. See if we can activate that same one to get a different little friend to hit this switch. What is this? So hopefully this is still activatable. It gives an infinite supply of observers. Did it work? I'm not sure it worked. I think it created a hostile observer. So I'm only seeing one observer flying around with us, and I think that's... Okay. Now we got another observer following us. So we can head back over here. And we can use it over here. Let's see what happens. So that should open up these two things. This just has a container. This just has scannable stuff. So it does not look like this was as critical as the other path as far as getting through. So we opened up stuff here, we opened up stuff here. Did we get both of these two? I don't want to miss anything. And we have not come across this thing I was told to expect, where there would be 3 lights and 4 lights. These seem to seal back up, unless they never opened in the first place and I'm out of my mind. Well, over here I think we opened up some stuff, yeah. We got the 1 light and the 2 light, and that opened up a thing and did a thing. So I need to get another guy follow me around and use him. Use him over here. And we'll be just about out of stuff to try. Once he unlocks these 2 for us. And this is where I think we're opening up a secret door that some people are like, is there even a secret door, or is it just messing with us? Because I couldn't find anything. Now there should be a 3 and a 4. There's 4. Here's should be 3.
Did that even do anything?
So that may or may not have opened up treasure. I really can't freaking tell. Is this doorway now open? I'm in interface. We're certainly fighting enemies we hadn't fought before, so that's progress. Although that just means we never came into this room, right? I think we got everything once we clear this space out of whatever treasure it's got. I really think that's it. Got a classification circuit, that's awesome, right? We got remnant research. I think this is it. I mean, there's not a whole lot of space left on the map. You got to get to this from over that way. I don't think we can get there from this way. I think we just I mean, maybe I'll save the game before we leave. Adherence glyph, that might be essential. There's nothing that seems to interact with that. I guess we can save the game before we activate and leave in case I come across some kind of secret super tips, but I believe this is it. Then now we go across over here. Almost blew that. Now we have a way to advance over here. Oh, I thought we did. What did I do? Did I close it off? No, it's still here. We opened all these things up and got little containers of treasure or whatever. It's all good. I guess we didn't get all the containers of treasure, but now we will. Yeah, I mean, this wasn't too bad. I just wasn't really feeling dealing with one of these right now. I was kind of thought I was about to wrap everything up. So this looks like the whole deal. Oh, that's right. That's where we were getting our last couple of observer buddies who are not Zap, our permanent observer buddy. Where are we going? I'm going the right way. So take a quick look over here for anything cool. We'll have a last little remnant firefight over here, and then we should be done. I'm trying to... Would you guys stop interfering with me doing this?
could get ugly.
So let's go, go, go. Move, move, move. Oops. Then, oh, it's an elite destroyer. Wants to destroy its elite turrets. Did not know that these things had multiple classes. Damn it. Really confused for a second. Wait for it. Oh, I thought it was going to open its mouth and do its weakness. Looks like it destroyed my observer. My assault turret's been going for a while, though. Boy, it sure has scary little skull icons, doesn't it? I finally did it. I think I just wasn't hitting it at the right time. Well, I sure took out my defensive turret. Don't worry, I can make more. I don't think the remaining assemblers are going to be able to win this. For the, I'm blanking on what these guys are called for a second. Remnant. For some reason I wanted to call them the Rectals, which was not their name. Okay, so what did we say we were going to do? We were going to put points into tech to get me over 116. It's going to be detonators or anti-synthetic. Increase existing damage bonuses against synthetic enemies for electric powers. I don't even do electric powers. Tech detonators, I guess I get sometimes. Our big thing we want is technical rounds, so. But this should unlock lethal infiltrator, rank 6, and that's it. There's no nothing to go to for rank 7. This is the highest level of infiltrator we'll ever get. We still have our basic battlefield awareness and cloak evades. We have plus 45% accuracy, weapon accuracy, weapon stability, tech recharge speed, and a headshot weakness bonus. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess that means we can really just do whatever we want with the rest of our skills, but I'm thinking once we get offensive tech, the last passive tech bonus, then we really are just probably going to get into pouring points into any combat skill just to increase weapon damage, because the passive boosts to our weapon damage are more useful in my mind than the boosts we'll get for tech, which is mostly just shields. Vetra, level 3. No, we're going to need to level you guys. You guys had a lot of points poured into to get your level 6 skills. It'll be a while before we can do anything with your points. Let's go ahead and save the game, because I don't think we're forced to leave now.
I think we're done.
Or maybe we are forced to leave. Got some inorganic lubricant. We get anything for destroying the elite destroyer? Irony points or something? Because he was an elite destroyer and we elite destroyed him?
That must be the console to start the tiller.
So we're going to have our typical run for your life when after you activate a deal, or... Is it safe to run out that way? It is probably not. See, it seems like there might be treasures here, but, well, whatever. I don't think it was a closed door. I think it was just a wall that way. Oh, okay. So, glyphs. Why am I starting here? This is the logical place to start, probably. Actually, no, this is the logical place to start, because that's the only thing it can be there. This would be next. That is the only thing it can be. Now, this is the only thing it can be, and this is the only thing it can be. Good thing I know how to do these puzzles, because if I was just a little kid playing this game, this shit would get old. I guess I'd figure it out. I wouldn't have a lot of choice if I wanted to play the game, but it would get a bit old. This could be it. I think it has to be that. Okay. It has to be that, and then this has to be that. So, success.
Nice.
Multiple mechanisms activating. The remnant tiller is online. Within years, helium-3 production will increase dramatically.
Send Tan the good news. We have fuel. Let's get back to the surface.
But it's not a vault, so we don't have to run for our lives for once. Yeah, for once we don't have a big rush to get out. We might even be able to come back in. Wonder if the doors are all blocked open to make our exit easier. Or if we're going to have to deal with... yeah, no, we're going to have to deal with unlocking stuff. But we got our helium-3. I'll be able to go back to the Tempest and spend the next week at work doing little Apex missions and collecting time-based rewards. It's awesome. It's everything we dreamed of, folks. We also have another cryo perk, but I've become fairly disenchanted with those ever being useful. Because last couple of ones I was kind of looking forward to getting kind of sucked once I got them. Like, oh, the quantity of the same shit you can always buy is more? I thought we would be able to buy stuff we weren't previously able to buy. I mean, that was kind of my deal that I thought was going to happen. And it looks like we're allowed to come back in here. Which we could not do with some of these other locations. So that makes a difference. Didn't read anything anywhere in any of the stuff, talking about... Did you miss a door? Did you miss hidden secrets? Blah, blah. Nobody said anything about finding one of those remnant data vaults, which is part of a key item, so our key quest. Although actually, yeah, again, the gravity well's there, so we could go back. So I think I'm satisfied that we're pretty much done here. So we get back on our vehicle. I wonder if Tam will actually say anything if we were to go to the Nexus and talk to him about this. I'm not going to bother, but it would be interesting if he did. Hold on, let's check our map. Is there anything else to do here other than mining nodes? Those indicate entrances to domes. I think this is it. I think we're done here.
Doesn't seem different up here. You sure we activated the tiller?
The mechanisms are deep underground, so the effects are not visible.
Dumbass.
Within months, you'll begin to see a dramatic increase in helium-3 production.
You're rude.
Not bad for a planet we wrote off.
Look out, Razor Ramon. IRS is going for the write-off.
Taking her up. Where
I believe that was from the ads for WWE Steel Cage Challenge. I'm not even sure. One of those one of those World Wrestling Federation, as it was known at the time, NES games, Vince McMahon was like reading some copy about the game during an episode of WWF Challenge. And this was a game before they started giving different characters. Oh, that's nice.
Vetra wanted you to check in when you can.
Well, that's nice. We get an actual follow-up conversation with Vetra. We'll do that later, though, not right now. I suppose if she's right here in the room with us, we could just do it. But no, she's not, so...
In the
You have
armory.
AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Somebody was saying something... It sounded like one of the Apex people was trying to talk to us, actually. So what do we want to get? We should be able to see all the available perks in-game. So we could go for the ones that just give you money as time passes. Or we could increase trade capacity. Those are the only things left we could do with... Oh, trade capacity 2 is... Okay, we can do that once we get trade capacity 1. So we can increase our inventory. And for the first time in a long time, we're actually more than half full of inventory because I haven't done any management recently. Well, we have stuff we can collect here. Hunting party special, forces reconnaissance. We know we need to do reconnaissance eventually. Maybe we just need to hurry up and do it. Extra consumable slots, that's 2 that we can do. Don't care about the Apex one. So basically, other than reconnaissance and using 2 slots to eventually get more consumable slots, even though we're not using consumables, there's not a lot to do here. And then with science, there's like even less, because we got innovation and improved development. We could get... This is like you get your time-based rewards faster. Don't care about that. This gives you more mining nodes. We're not doing much with mining nodes. I think the one to do next is reconnaissance. This just gives us places we can go get hidden weapons caches, but they're finite. We're mostly crafting our own gear, so all I'd be doing with them when we find them is selling them, but still, at least you don't feel like you're missing cool stuff. So we got that. I guess the next ones I'll probably get are expanding our consumable slots, and then after that we can get hunting parties, special forces. Maybe eventually we'll get the ones where you just are given money periodically. We're really running out of stuff that we need to use them for at all. But the big thing is that we got through with that vault and can now set up some Apex missions before we call it a recording session. And it'll be days before I record again, probably right now. So I wanted to get to this point. I've gotten to this point. All is well in the world. Anybody else got points they can spend while we're here? You actually do. Let's boost your Nova. Well, shield boost helps all of us. Yeah, Nova. I feel like boosting Nova. Anti-armor or anti-shields. Let's go with anti-armor. Jaw. We're waiting for his loyalty mission. We'll spend a lot of points on him all at once. It'll be quite a lot, though. Maybe we actually want to get him to a position where he's got some skills that are ready to be level 6. I spent 10 points and he'd have 16. He could max out 2 things. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's get him to where he's recharge speed, effectiveness, persistent drain. Continues to drain shields over time. The enemy target is primed for combo detonations. Shield restored per second 2%. Shield restored duration 5. Energy drain is now a combo detonator. Effects up to 2 additional nearby enemies. Restoring additional shields for each target hit. Yeah, we'll go for the ranged version. Why not? And sticky grenade. Concussion or shrapnel. Because enemies now take additional damage over time. How much time, though? Yeah, shrapnel sounds fun. Sounds pretty neat. Vetra may not have enough points to do anything, yeah. Drac probably doesn't have enough points to do anything. PB, we might be in a position where I can spend points to get her ready. Yeah, let's do the same thing. Let's get her so everything is at level 5 waiting for her loyalty mission. We can do damage per second with crushing grip or expose. Affected damage take more damage from all sources. Crushing grip sounds better even if I love the idea of the expose skill. Shockwave, recharge speed or reach. Let's go with reach. And then Liam probably doesn't have... Oh, actually, he is good to go. We can get maximum overload. Chain overcharge, I think we said we were going to do. Because we just did change to one additional target, change to even more targets. All right, calling it a video and a session. We, I believe, completely cleared out that little planet, such as it is. And when we come back, where there's really two different directions we can go in. We can, well, there's a couple actually. We can start trying to do loyalty missions for PB and J, aka PB and Jaw, because that really is what their name is once they become a couple, PB and J. We can do loyalty missions for PB and J. We can look for some other arcs, or we can start trying to make Krogan Land have ultimate viability. Either way, we're slowly running out of things to do before we can continue the main plot. And considering that the arcs and the loyalty missions seem to be the big optional side quests, I feel like the main plot doesn't have too much farther to go. It's hard to say, though, because when you do, when you load game, I'll gain completion 52%. I don't know. I'm thinking if you do the main story and nothing else, you probably end up with a pretty low completion percentage, actually. So we might not want to assume we have half of the game to go. Anyway, folks, I'm MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.